Dude, what are you doing?
Making Chef Birdie vodka sauce.
Man, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. Come on. Okay, welcome to another episode of Smash Bros. We are going to make some vodka sauce. We'll start with a half cup or 1 stick of butter in our pot. Melt that up, put it on medium heat. I'm going to chop up half a white onion. Let's see, that's roughly 3/4 of a cup. Next, we're going to add some fennel. Now, this might be confusing to some people. Very common in a lot of Italian cuisine. It usually has big green celery dill stalk looking things that come out to about here. I always break them off at the store. £8, you don't use those. Get it. You dig. So, first we're going to take all those green parts off that would be there. Just gonna cut it right in half. Now, very similarly to a cabbage, it's got this core right here. Don't eat that. It's very, very hard. So we're going to basically like carve out that core carefully. So there you go. Very, very hard. It will not soften easily. So we're not going to use nearly as much fennel as we did onion. Alright, so there we have roughly 1/4 cup, 1/3 cup, right in with our butter and onion. And we are going to cook those together for about 10 minutes in the butter. Keep it moving, you don't want to burn it, but we are going to soften this up quite a bit. Basically deep frying it in butter. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Alright, our veggies have been going for about 10 minutes. We're going to add a tablespoon of garlic. Just stir that in. Now for the cool part. Down, we have here a half cup of vodka. Use whatever kind you want. Pour that in. Let that get hot. Then fire. Neat. Share your sheet tray handy. It will retard the flames if they get unruly. We're good. So you totally don't have to do the whole fire thing, but it's cool. You can just let it burn off naturally, because it probably will. Not all of it. It's literally impossible for all of the alcohol to burn off. But, I mean, I'm putting my lighter in there, nothing's happening. Anyways, next, we're going to add 2 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. You can use whatever brand you want. Get our whisk. Just whisk that up a little bit, turn our heat down so we're not splashing and sputtering everywhere. Give that a quick whisk. Okay, now to that, I'm going to add some dried basil, about a teaspoon. I'm going to crush it in my fingers to make it like a powder. Stir that in a little bit. Now, this one's going to turn some heads. Might make some people angry. That's fine. Chinese 5 spice. A pinch. 2 times. Okay? Give that a whisk in. I think it adds great flavor to the sauce. Is it necessarily authentic? No. No. And our last ingredient, other than salting to taste, will be 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. So we're just going to stir that all up, and we're going to reduce that for about 30 minutes. Now, as you can see, this makes a ton, but we are going to probably eat most of it right now between all of us here and freeze what's left. So, I'm just going to bring that to a real slow simmer and reduce that slowly, real slowly, for about 30 minutes. Okay, so I've not quite got this up to a simmer yet, but it's close, and I can already tell it needs salt badly. We'll start with a half tablespoon. Now again, this hasn't even simmered yet at all, but I need the salt in there to see the progress sooner. Also going to add about a half teaspoon of some black pep. A quick taste. That is much better. Not 1, but 2 bay leaves. Go! Coffee. Good. You know why? Right there. It says so on the label, so you know it's true. Okay, so we simmered our sauce for a half hour. Reduced quite a little bit. I'm going to add another good hefty pinch of salt, probably another half tablespoon. Whisk that in real quick. Okay, so we have at a ripping boil some heavily salted water, probably like a 1/4 cup per gallon. Anyways, we're gonna take our homemade noodles. I don't know what you want to call those, fettuccine, linguine. I don't really care. They're just homemade and they're good. And plop them in. All of them. Yeah, the fresh homemade pasta does not take long to cook, especially when we made it this thin. Yeah, that's done. What was that? 30 seconds? 45 seconds? Alright, I'm gonna strain that. Plate it. I mean, the way this tastes already, you can eat this as tomato soup. It's good. You can put it on whatever kind of noodles you want, whatever kind of pasta, anything. But we happen to have some homemade noodles right here. Fettuccine, linguine, not really sure. They're just homemade noodles, they're good. We're gonna dump some of that on these babies.
These are pretty interesting noodles too. I've never had anything with this texture. They're like really, really good. Good!